Hello, everyone. This is Joanna Deninas. Thanks for watching. The topic for today's podcast is called Good Intentions. Whenever I hear that phrase, I think of the song by Toad the Wet Sprocket called Good Intentions. The first verse of the song states, "It's hard to rely on my good intentions when my head's full of things that I can't mention. Seems I usually get things right, but I can't understand what I did last night." This was taken from the internet, where the singer Glenn Phillips said the song was about, quote, general misunderstandings, operating on the edge of moral okayness as a young person, flirting or something. I think it was about that, like pushing those edges and everybody trying to figure out where they stand in a relationship that way, end quote. The truth is, only we know if our intentions are good through self reflection and using the golden rule, putting ourselves in someone else's shoes for every decision or choice we make. Sometimes our intentions are good, but they are not perceived or received well by others. What happens in these cases? Clearly, a better understanding of the situation through communication is the key so that we are not misreading intentions. If we are honest with ourselves, our good intentions are our truth, and the truth is the truth. If genuine good intentions are not accepted by others, the proper response is to withdraw and wait to see if the other party's perspective changes. We are not here to impose or enforce our good intentions onto someone else. We are here to make our intentions known and available for those open and willing to receive. We have different relationships that we deal with on a day to day basis. Our closest relationships are with family members and close friends. Then we have business relationships and acquaintances. We also start relationships with new people we meet whom we know nothing about. My biggest thing in any relationship is trust and whether it exists or not. Usually, trust is built over time. And however, I've had long-standing relationships with friends or family members, and there's no guarantee that any relationship will be long-lasting. So the question is, why do long-standing relationships not last when built on perceived layers of trust throughout time? I believe the two main reasons for relationship failure are betrayal or lack of trustworthiness and lack of forgiveness. Let me explain. As humans, we are fundamentally flawed, meaning we are bound to make mistakes at times. The question is, do we continue to make the same mistakes? Or do we learn from our mistakes and improve next time? The other aspect is, what is our connection with the other person? Is it a new connection, met at random, or is it a close family member, someone we had no choice but to allow into our lives? The reality is, both situations or circumstances will result in failed relationships when lack of trustworthiness or lack of forgiveness comes into play. The other factors are our tolerance level to immoral behavior and our need to set healthy boundaries from those who don't respect our wishes or learn from their mistakes. People behave as they do for multiple reasons. We know there are 7 main sins of the world, which are pride or unchecked ego, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. There's also the element of trauma that we've experienced throughout time, which has hindered our growth and prevents us from reaching our true potential. There are also the elements of fear or insecurity, which prevent us from improving or evolving for the better. Most of my videos emphasize the golden rule in decision making. The golden rule is about treating others the way we want to be treated, which is self-checking and would end most committed sins. Also, the golden rule ensures we reap what we sow, or what goes around comes around, which is my definition of natural law. Right and wrong are often seen as subjective since perspectives differ. The simple answer is put yourself in the other person's shoes and follow the golden rule of treating others the way we want to be treated, while remembering to have respect for ourselves as well. If rules are not broken and we are not infringing on anyone's human rights by putting ourselves in another person's shoes, we are acting appropriately. We want to be honest and have integrity by doing what we mean and by meaning what we say. We want to be genuine and authentic and not create illusions of the truth or create unrealistic expectations, which will be misleading and disappointing to others. All of this builds integrity within us and solidifies trust between two or more people. If we are out of balance one way or the other, it will ultimately result in a negative outcome. If we don't tell the truth or do something detrimental to someone behind their back, which is hurtful, it will never end well. Establishing unrealistic expectations or providing misleading information may ultimately result in disappointment, diminished trust, or feelings of betrayal. These misleading actions will put an end to any relationship. When someone is led to believe they've succeeded or won, earned or deserved something, and it's not true, that person will be disappointed and will feel betrayed. It does not matter if this occurs in a close relationship or in a business relationship where a salesperson is just trying to get their foot in the door. It's simple. If we would not want something done to us, we should not do it to someone else. The problem is people often only think for themselves, what's less uncomfortable and more beneficial for them. This is why the golden rule, if followed, corrects that selfish one-sided behavior. The key is to follow it for every choice or decision we make for the benefit of others, not just ourselves. Since we can control our own actions, not the actions of others, the only thing we can do when someone does not consider us or respect us is to set hard boundaries, excluding that person from our life until the unwanted behavior is changed. This means we may decide to give that person a chance. The only issue is if the actions or behaviors have not changed, the chance of rekindling that relationship will not be a good and practical choice. One may be able to rebuild the bridge once or twice, often not a third time. This is when we say the bridge has been burnt and there's no chance of recovering that relationship. So yes, if we make a mistake with someone, we may have an opportunity to redeem ourselves. But if we make a habit of the same actions over time, we may not get another chance. As for the person that's been betrayed, we deserve to give someone a second chance, maybe a third. But after that, we must respect ourselves and set a hard boundary. Forgive the behavior, but not allow that person, friend, family member, or acquaintance back into our life. Remember, we are judging actions because sometimes a person does learn from their mistakes and makes changes as a result. My idea of good intentions starts and ends with us. We have the power to control our actions through the choices or decisions we make using the golden rule. We can improve and make better decisions. However, we must not forget that we will not have unlimited chances. Treat others the way we want to be treated by using the golden rule for every choice or decision we make, which makes us think for others, not just ourselves. If this resonates with you, please consider joining the Reach Support platform on Facebook or by viewing more videos like this on YouTube by going to the www.reach.group website. REACH stands for Righteous Engagement in Accountability and Change for Everyone. Forms on the website will pop up to collect your contact information so we can stay connected. Don't let your fears set in. I promise I will not sell your information. The website also shares information and fundraising efforts for the REACH nonprofit organization, formed to fund impactful causes like the integrative healthcare cause, help people overcome chronic health conditions with alternative care treatments. I will be in and out of vacations for the next couple of months. Therefore, the upcoming podcast will not be weekly with some gaps in between. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, goodbye.